Happy Friday, everybody. I'll give you just a minute to kind of get everybody to join me. And then we'll get my stream up as well. Okay, so for those of you in the US, happy Thanksgiving weekend to you. Hopefully you're able to take some time to get crafty and do some relaxing and enjoying things. Hey Glenda, good to see you. I've been taking kind of a really slow pace to things this weekend. Normally this is an all-out crazy decorating weekend for me, but I'm actually putting a little bit less up this year, just because things have changed. No one's going to be in my house except for, well, I'll probably have my grandkids next weekend for a little bit, but other than that, no adults in my house this entire season. So anything I put up is just for me, which means the tree in my scrap room is up, which is a storybook and children's tree. So it's got cartoon characters and storybook characters and things like kids' toys and games and stuff like that. And then my big tree will go up tomorrow. I did the rest of my decorating earlier today, just little things here and there in my kitchen and living room and bedroom. And then a little bit of, trying to think what other, outside decorations, lights outside on my deck and my front as well. My nativity scene is up as well. Actually, both of them. I have my grandmother's pieces for my grandmother's, and then I have my own. So hopefully this gives everybody some time to get here. And let me just see. Now I just changed that. So let me just, thought I'd just get this all even here. There we go. All right. So at least a couple of you are here. So today I'm going to scrapbook these darling photos from their family photo shoot for my grandkids' family for their Christmas cards, and then lots of darling individual photos. You'll probably see these come through in lots of different things. I know for Stash Bash on Tuesday, on December 1st, I'll be using a family photo from this shoot, and I think these are darling. And then the photographer did a snow effect on some of these, so they're super, super cute. And I was going to do this separate, but I also have this one, although now that I think about it, maybe I can still do that one separate. So hold on a second. Let me grab the rest of these photos. Maybe there will be a last second, because I was just thinking I think there's extra photos of these guys at the hot cocoa stand. I just got these back, so right now I'm not as familiar. I'll have to show you these. They have this darling camper, and I have a camper cut file like this that I'll use. Okay, where are they? Like, look at this precious one of my granddaughter looking at the hot cocoa, and then, oh, my curls here. So I do. Right now the question is, am I going to do this one or this one? So let's pull some supplies and see what I think. I did, when I thought about this right away, remember that I did have some stickers that will go with this, I believe. I just have to find them. They're little hot cocoa stickers, as a matter of fact. There we go. So these are from Recollections, which is Michael's, and I think, are they last year or the year before? I'm guessing this is 2018. Yeah, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. So I think it would be kind of awesome if I could use some of these on both of these. And that applies right here in this basket. But I also then have my I use this also for regular scrapbooking. I have my papers right next to me in some envelopes, and I pulled this because they were all wearing buffalo plaid. So wouldn't that be cool if I could do something with the snowflakes on this one with the plaid? So you know what? I think let's see if I can work with that, and then maybe do those other two another time. That would be really fun. I also remember, because I've done my Stash Bash layout, that I have this wood paper that makes me think of this wood piece here. And I do have other blues here as well that I could do something with. Let's see. That kind of looks nice on that background, but I also need to get some red in. And I do have some red. So that's probably a little bit too pink. I do have this red with some green. This is all, by the way, October afternoon paper. I didn't tell you this. So this is a cool plaid, but not with this because it's very white paste. And this is a really old, well, they're all old. This is 2014, but this one is 2011, before October afternoon started putting some more white in their designs. So I think we won't do that. I might have to pull in some of my other Christmas paper. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, a Christmas card list. And that's kind of scary. This I'll have to remember I have, though. That would be fun to document my, like how I do my Christmas cards every year. Which it can be different this year. I just thought about that. Normally I run them, I have a half wood wall around my scrapbook room, and I normally on that wall. But that would be kind of fun to do that. So, and then I'm going to grab these because these are this October afternoon stickers there that go with those collections. And so are these. And then I have a little bit of the chipboard. Like I could use the candy canes. That would make lots of sense to do that. But we'll see. I may or may not do that. What else do I have here? I'm just looking to see what else might work. This is a cool piece of paper, but I'm using this on Tuesday, so I don't want to use it tonight. I have a few die cuts. This is a nice little red paper because it does work in with that, the kind of snowflake theme here. I'm not seeing any cards here. The North Pole Express is cute. There's a little kind of tone-on-tone piece there. Let's see. I wonder if this would... not quite. It's close, but it's not quite big enough. And then I have some banners. So I'll just bring all that out. I do have a smaller piece of this too. So I'll hold that. And then because they were all in buffalo check, I did order some papers in checks and plaids and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to use. Oh, candy cane's cute. I wonder if I have, I'll have to look and see. Maybe I've got a snowflake paper in red. That would be a cute background. And then I could use this on top of it. Those are always easy. So isn't that, it's fun to think that it's time to Christmas scrap. I'm lucky that I have these photos right away, or it would be a while before I was Christmas scrapping. Especially this year since, you know, not really doing anything. Okay, so here is a red snowflake paper. This is from Lawn Fun. It's a snow day mix. The only thing is it's very pinky red compared to that, and I'm not sure that I like that. What else I might have in here. So this is my the folder I keep my Christmas in, and I'm just kind of going through my reds here. So let me grab them. See, there's some more. Oh, there we go. This is it right here. So, oh, I also have this one too. Okay. Those are way better options than the pinky red that I have. This would go in my December daily. That's why I bought it with no problem. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we think about papers and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking if I'm going to use this, the snowflakes here and here are about the same size, and that probably isn't such a good choice. Back to that, you know, think in terms of small, medium, and large. So I do have a green, but I really think I want to bring in the red. I had a green snowflake there. That's what I was showing you in fast. I really like the way this looks combined with that. So I think that's good. Now the question is, so we've got that photo there. let's see. So I could do something like that and just bring this full piece here, which I think is kind of a cute way to use this, and do that. And then this could come across, the ribbon could come across here, and then this could be the mat. Ooh, okay, liking it. That's where we're going. I like it when those things come together so fast. So this is the October Afternoon gift giving paper from the Under the Tree collection from 2014. So obviously this stuff, I don't think there's any way that you'd be able to buy any longer. But if you have it around, that's what I'm using. And then I think what I'll do, just for fun, is just cut it here and see how I end up using that. I'll just play around a little bit. Let's get that background paper cut. I want to unravel that ribbon and see what that looks like. And that's one of those things that I was at, what's this, Walmart, and saw it and just decided I had to have a piece. Okay, what I'm trying to decide here is how big do we do this ribbon? So it's fairly wide. I'd say 1.5 inches or so. Well, here. Yeah, 1.5 inches wide. All right. So hopefully you guys did something fun yesterday. If you're in the US, obviously not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. I had a very non-traditional hangout by myself. Have Mexican food for dinner. So I am actually a quarter Hispanic. My grandfather came from Mexico when he was very young. And so I do cook Mexican food, but sometimes it can be very time consuming when I'm making things like beans and that kind of stuff. So I tend to do it on days when I have a lot of time, which yesterday I did. It was lovely. I read, I cooked, did a little bit of outdoor decorating. Okay, so I'm thinking a smaller piece of this, and then the nice part is I still have a little bit of another longer piece of that left. Now it's not going to do me any good to ink the edges of this because it'll be under the ribbon. And what I'm kind of looking at, okay, so a lot of times when you do this, you can use the rule of thirds. So, you know, 4 inches here. So I'm kind of looking at where that is. So right here would be 4 inches, and that feels really small to me, too small. So I'm thinking that I might want to come out to 4.5 with the ribbon. Hey Penny, it's good to see you. Oh, that's fun that you're scrapping along. So the reason I'm also looking at this is I want to think about what does this look like over here as well. I don't think we want another layer under here. We don't. I mean, if I did anything else, I would maybe do some green. I think I'm going to shorten this, or make it, oh my goodness, my ATG is not cooperating there. Make it not quite so wide here. I'm going to give it a little, I was going to give it a little bit wider border. There we go. But yeah, I wanted to be careful because where I had it before, it looked kind of weird with that white there. So that's funny that, or that's funny. That's fun that you are scrapping along, Penny. I think that was a combination of your name and fun. Okay, so then let's, oh, the other thing, I didn't even think about this, is I could tuck this like this, but I think it's a little bit too much red on red. I did have another ribbon here that says ho ho ho, but in this particular case, I would be using it this way, which I'm not opposed to, but not my favorite thing. Okay. So then, there we go. I'm going to put this back on here so I can kind of use this to decide how much room. I actually like that. That's 4 3/4 inches, especially maybe now. I almost feel like I do need another layer of something like coming out here. Let's get this ribbon on though first. And I'm just going to use my ATG and see if that will glue it down. In all seriousness, this is a pretty wide ribbon, so it might actually do it. I'm actually just going to line this up with the grid on my mat. I don't do this kind of thing all the time, but I think it makes more sense here. Ugh. Oh, ATG. If you have one, you understand. It's a love-hate relationship. Okay. So I think that's good because that's landing it. There we go. All right, let me just glue it down here on the back. And I think this is okay. Sometimes I'll tape this down. I also have used like ribbon tape or just the red line tape, but I don't think I have any red line tape right now. I haven't had much of that since I've been using the ATG. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this border down to something close to that. Maybe not exactly the same, but something close. Okay, and now I like that better. I still think it maybe could use a little something, and maybe, let's see, I'm going to grab my envelope again to see what we have. So I have a black and white pattern here, which it's a little bit too yellow. Here's more of that blue that I said I didn't think I wanted to use. Nope. Let's see. Let's look at some green. I'm just going to grab the green snowflake paper. See what happens when I put that in. Ooh, I kind of like the way that looks, guys. Now the question is, do I want it as a little border here? Or do I want it here? So what I think I'm going to do is just do a border, not as wide, narrower than the blue border is, and then cut it the long way and see what happens and decide whether I want to put that down as kind of like an L or if I'm going to just use it as a second mat. Hey Moira, good to see you. Okay, so the options are, I could do something like this, or like that. And this might be a little bit too deep here, like a little bit too high if I do this. Or I could just keep it clean and keep it as a second mat. Okay, so this is going to be one of those nights where I'm not exactly sure. So thanks, Brittany. These are professional photographs, by the way. I did not take these, just so that we're clear on that. These are their Christmas card photographs for those of you who weren't here right at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to just see what I think about it if I do this. Something like this. Or it could come out from under here. Okay, have an idea. because it could come out from under there and then do that, like that maybe. Might be creating more problems for myself though. Is that, well, or maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna cut out the chunk. Sometimes the only way you can know is by cutting up the paper, right? Okay, so there's option, and I would probably cut this over here, not let it go all the way to the edge there. If I had a journaling card there, I think that might make a little bit more sense. Let's see what I can find. Here's my 3x4 cards. I keep them all in these envelopes because it makes it a lot easier when I'm going through and doing my December daily scrapbooking to find them. This is kind of cute. It says Joy to the World. So let's see if I like this better. Okay. I think that this needs to come down about that much there. Maybe if I do that. Okay, so there's option number 1. I kind of like the way that looks. My other option is just to do this. That's definitely a cleaner option. Or even that. And then pull in a card over here. I actually like this better. I think it's less scattered, and that's what I'm going to do. I like the idea of the other one, but I think the bold pattern in the ribbon was throwing me off. I think if I had done that with maybe a more subtle pattern, that it would have worked better to my eye. All right, so then now we just get to go through on a little search to see what we can find. Okay, so let's see. I really just want a card with some writing on it because there's not really anything. This is cute. Love this joyful moment. So that might work, even though that's red on red there. What I could do is ink. And that's cute, but it's not really, okay. This is cute. The Merry and Bright. Or this would work. I think this white takes too much attention off of the card. Oh, okay. Okay, even though that might be white and it might take too much attention, I have to do that one. Look at that. Hot cocoa and sprinkles. The perfect card for this. So, all right, well, that's easy. That made up my mind, didn't it? And then we have these guys here. And I'm just wondering if I have any, oh, and maybe this would be the place to get in like a doily. Let's see. I have them over here to use actually in my December daily book, but because that could be really cute. I'm going to go grab some of my bigger doilies because the 4-inch doilies are not going to work for this. Here's more storage. I store my doilies and some other assorted things in just this like letter sorter thing I found at, I think it was at World Market quite a while ago. So I'm going to try a 6-inch doily first and see what I think. But it just, doilies and hot cocoa. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe I found that hot cocoa card. That could not be any more perfect. It's also leading me to wonder if I have some hot cocoa embellishments somewhere. Okay, so there's a little bit peeking out there that's not big enough. I usually like my doilies big. The question is now, hey Cynthia, good to see you. Then now it might be, am I taking up too much? Okay, so this is one thing. I missed this one. I'm just scrapbooking by myself, or I'm videoing where I can't look at the playback here. Okay, so there's that and that, but maybe I'm kind of liking the way that looks just like that back again. Yeah, less complicated, but let's see if maybe putting it in here, if maybe that's where it needs to go. It's just popping a little doily there. Even maybe the little 4-inch one. I also have a little 2-inch one, but I think that's too little. Now I have doilies everywhere, and there we go. Okay, so that one I don't mind so much. I think that's kind of a cute one. Or I could tuck it. That way. I need a whole 4-inch. So far I kind of liked it on the side there at the top. But let's get grab a full 4-inch one and see. And now instead of doing it out here or here, I think I'm going to cross across the layers here. And put the doily there. And I may not even do a title on this. Okay, so like that one, and then just gonna pop this one on, see what I think here. Yeah, I think I liked the smaller one. Yeah, definitely the smaller one. And I can't even tell you why. I just think I liked it there. Thank you, Moira. I trust Moira's judgment too. She does great work. So, all right. So we're gonna put the card there. We'll let the doily come out a little bit here. So, and I'm not going to put a title on this. The title is already on the sign. And then what I can do is just put, for favorite toppings, I'll just pop the date of the photos on here. Now, they're going to have a lot of these in their albums, but they, you know, just in case the layouts would ever get separated. Oh, and hold on a second, you guys. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I think I said it earlier. I was doing my Christmas trees today, and between the trees and all the just stuff, it's dusty, and it really gets my allergies going. Okay, there we go. Then I have these cute little cocoa mugs, and then I'm going to look to see if I have any little hot cocoa embellishments, like a big cup or something like that, in any of my, Not that I know of. Those, a lot of times those tend to come in the winter stuff. And I don't have any of that yet. Notice I said yet. I should say I don't have any of that. Oh, and it's blue. Okay. All right. I know this is really themey, but how could I not? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Too cute. All right. And here's another one. This one is red. So we can do 2. And then there's a gingerbread guy here. There's some little candies there. Oh my gosh, yeah. Definitely have to use those. Thank goodness for December daily supplies. I do have some little snow guys too. Like little snowmen that I could use maybe. Okay. So I'm thinking here and up here. And I have to use some of these puffies. To decide. So this guy, maybe like this and this. And then this guy with that cute little heart. Oh, too cute. Now, I think I don't, this one would be cute, but I think I don't want to use that or it's too much alike. So then, oops, let's do this. And I'm going to cover up that, maybe cover up the hole there. Now, my other thought is I need something to anchor these clusters because this one especially looks like it's floating in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this needs to come down here. Yeah, like that. And then maybe, I still am thinking about anchoring those clusters with something. Oops. My ETG is attaching itself to everything tonight. I do have the little peppermint candies. That would be kind of cute. There are 3 of those. I also have candy canes. I do, now that I think about it, I have some peppermints. The thing I was thinking about anchoring things with is some of these pieces from Ellie's Studio. Just want to see if I have any blue ones to anchor this with here. And I don't have a ton. I do have a little snow one here, but I'm thinking more kind of like a larger kind of cluster. So I'm going to go to my regular pieces. By the way, you guys, if you don't know this already, here's my enabling for the evening. Ellie's Studio has a sale on right now, and they have grab bags for like 3x4 cards. They had a scrapbooking one, but I think that's all sold out when I looked at it already. But you can also get their printables for, I think, at like half price for $1.49. I think they're normally about $3. So go check that out, because then you have things to anchor your clusters with. Like right there. And then that makes a little bit more sense to me. Yeah, we'll just do that. So check that out. I don't know how long. It's a Black Friday sale, so I don't know if it's going to go the whole weekend or what, but you'll have time. So I didn't order any of the, just looking to see if I should do this. I'm hiding the currently here. No, I liked it better this way. I didn't order any of grab bags because I have so many 3x4 cards and that kind of stuff, but I did order some of the other embellishments. So you're welcome. Or not, as the case may be. Okay, and that I could stick on something if I wanted to. And then I was thinking here, maybe green. This might be kind of big though. I want that under this photograph. Oh, you guys, my work on this earth is done. My daughter-in-law sent me a picture on Tuesday or Wednesday of my 2 grandsons sitting at their dining room table scrapbooking. So M1 called me on Sunday and asked me if I could teach him how to make a scrapbook, and I'm like right now? And he said, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I had to fast think, like we were video chatting, like how am I going to do that for him? And then I realized that I could just have him fold 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper in half and glue the spines together. And that's what he did. So then he made 3 of those, one for him, one for his 4-year-old brother, and one for his 2-year-old sister. And then his mom gave them a whole bunch of photographs, and they glued them into the books. And then their next thing is to write words and embellish it, because you know, he said, what am I going to do? So you know, what do I do? And I said, well, you can write words, you can tell stories, that's what scrapbooking is, you know, that kind of a thing. So yeah, isn't it cool? So I literally posted that to Facebook. I'm like, my work here is done because I have them scrapbooking. So one of the things that I did and intend to finish tonight is I went through some of my supplies. I need to go through some of my boy supplies and see if there's things I might not use, so I can give them a box of my papers, some paper scraps and other stuff, just so that they've got some stuff to play with. So yeah, I'm so excited by that. I just, oh, my grandma heart. You guys understand. You're scrapbookers. What a big deal that is. I mean, I love it's enough when they're just looking at their scrapbooks, much less their scrapbooking. Okay, so I'm not loving this one down here, and maybe I'm just gonna leave it. I don't like the lines and stuff. I really liked this solid piece there. Unless I could, oh, actually here. So there's nothing to say that I can't cut that off. And then just pop this in. I was thinking green at first, and then I didn't like green once I got it in there. Okay. Now I could like round a corner or something too, I might. And I know that blue is almost the same blue as the mug, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to be very strategic about where that, there we go, where the handle of that cup falls. You guys, I had a tragedy in my scrapbook room this week. I can't find my beloved tweezers. I have no idea where it is. I was using it last weekend to weed some vinyl, and I've like looked through the garbage. I can't find it. I do have another one on order, but it's not going to be here for at least a week. I'm like dying. I mean, I use that thing for everything. So I might have to go into the big city near me, and I might just buy another one if I can get to Michael's. I hadn't planned on doing that, but I might have to go for another reason now. So if I do that, then I'll buy that. Okay, so there's one of those. There we go. I don't think I have another peppermint, or I would be putting it on here. I do not. So this one, maybe I'm going to sneak up under here. There we go. Okay. So far so good. And I actually used 2 of those stickers. It drives me crazy when I have stuff for weeks and I didn't realize that. Thank you, Moira. Yes, it's a very sad situation. I mean, I don't know what I did with it. I mean, I'm wondering if it's stuck in something, but I went through my wastebasket and everything, and it's not anywhere to be found. Okay, so this I can glue down now. And then, last but not least, maybe some enamel dots. Just kind of pulling. These are not the right green. That's from a really old Schmel collection. I have to tell you how much I love having all my December daily supplies right at my hand here. So maybe a little bit of the green, just to bring in this background a little bit more. And there's, you know, green trees there. So thanks, Cynthia. It's from Walmart. So, and you know what I was going to do? I was just going to reach for my little tool so that I could put these enamel dots on easily. Now, let me see if I have something else that might work. I think I used to have another, I know I did. I had another tweezers. It wasn't anywhere near as good as that last one, but I got rid of it because I didn't use it because I like the other one so much better. Okay. Hopefully this won't be too dangerous. I'm hoping not anyway. We don't need to see any large accidents here. But they just lift so much nicer this way. So just add maybe 3 of them in that cluster. This needs to come down a little bit. Oh, you can see my messy hair. And then one more little one up there. Okay. All right, you guys, I think that is done. Pokey tool. Oh yeah, and I do have an actual pokey tool, so I could use that too. That's probably a little bit less dangerous than my craft knife was, but I seem to do it okay. And it'll only be for a week, but yikes. Okay, you guys, I think it's done, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's like when I saw this photo, I love this photo so much, and I just think it's perfect. So I'll get the date in here, and then this is all done. And then I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to check anything off because, or maybe I could check it all off. That's what I'm going to do. I'll check it all off because that's kind of fun. So anyway, I think that's all I had for tonight. So next week I'll have my regular Tuesday and Saturday videos, and then on Tuesday Rachel and I are doing Stash Bash because it's December 1st, so you'll see that, and you'll see another one of these photos from this photo session. And I should be able to be live on Friday night. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, other than I might have to make some Christmas cookies, because if I have my grandkids over the weekend, we are going to decorate cookies, which that'll be fun. There's some good December daily stuff. And then on Thursday, if you're December daily people, you will see my first December daily video come up. Now, I am not sure whether that's going to be live or if it's going to be real time but pre-recorded. I haven't decided about that yet. We'll see. I have a busy day on Thursday, so I might just take the reprieve and do it that way, and kind of a crazy weekend as well this weekend. I'm gonna have to put a little piece under here because Oh, and maybe I do. I was going to say, do I have any? I do. That's not sticking down because it's on so many layers of paper. So that's kind of the plan for next week. Again, the 3rd will be the first time you see a December daily video from me. And basically, you're going to see mostly, I thought I was going to have a problem twice during the month where you wouldn't see them. I was supposed to do a scrapbook weekend, actually the weekend of, I think it's the 14th. And I'm not going to do it just because I'm going to be with my mom and I don't want to take any chances of getting infected before I see her. So I'm going to scrapbook at home that weekend, and I'm going to try to be really militant with myself and just use it as a scrapbook weekend, just as if I was gone, because I did pay for that weekend and I'm going to lose the money, but it's worth it to know my mom's safe. So anyway, all right, you guys, I think that's it for tonight. So I accomplished my goal of getting this ribbon in, because I really wanted to get some of this ribbon used, and then using these stickers, which I'd only used one since 2018, and now I think I've used 4, so, or 3. Yeah, 3. So, but better than none. So, all right, you guys, Cynthia, you have a good weekend. You guys all have a good weekend. And I hope you're having, for those of you celebrating the United States, I hope you're having a great weekend celebrating. For those of you who are not, just I hope you're having a great weekend anyway. And Moira, you take care, because I'm guessing it's the busy season is upon you. So, all right, you guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.